Today in Minecraft Skyblock, we need to rebuild my island, and that includes a lot of extra changes that we're going to be making throughout the video. So I guess we might as well get started. Since last video, a lot has changed on the island. We now have a ton of netherite farmers, as you can see, and we've advanced to sugarcane, which is awesome. But we do have a big project for today's video. We're going to be going ahead and converting everything into a smaller area, just so then we can use one collection box. That, of course, is the plan. If you are excited for more Minecraft Skyblock here on the channel, make sure to leave a like on the video. I'd appreciate it a lot. Before we go ahead and actually get started, we do need to go ahead and sell all our carrots in this collection box, all the enchanted ones, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and sell this. Boom, our 15.4 times multiplier, and we made 7.4 billion almost. That is crazy. We're just gonna run over everything that we have. So currently we're on the piglin tier for mob spawners or mob mastery, which is good. We're on the sugarcane for the props mastery, which is insane. Getting slowly close to the pumpkin tier. We need 75 points. We're currently at 30. And then for mining, we have everything unlocked by default. You just gotta level up your island to get further on that. In island upgrades, of course. As you can see, we have a ton of upgrades. They're all level 2 or at least level 4. A lot of good upgrades going so far, especially our robots, because we can place down a ton more to get a lot more of money or credits. So what we're gonna be doing is moving this design we built here for the cobblestone generator up here, and same with this. We're gonna have to move everything. I think we'll start by moving these, so I'm gonna actually put this collection box back so we can keep generating some credits while we're doing this. So we're gonna go into shop, buy out some stone bricks, and I'm gonna explain while we're building this why we need to do this. And I explained it last video as well. Basically, there's a crafting balance that you get from manually grinding certain types of tiers of crops, ores, and slaying mobs. And that balance will run out if you don't actually keep up with manually farming. So we need everything in the same area going into one collection box. That is, of course, the plan. It saves us from having to swap everything around, which I don't really want to swap everything around every so often. It's kind of a pain. So the lava is going to be along here. We're going to go ahead, put a line here, just so we can figure this all out. I'm going to manually build the beginning of this, and then we're going to use fast place. Essentially, it's going to place all the blocks for us, which is good. FP32, and then we go ahead, place this in. There we go, it's all placed in. Now we go ahead, do it along here, and then we should pretty much be good on that part. I am actually gonna have to put some along here for temporary block placement for when we do break everything to generate the ores. So we're gonna go into shop, and we're gonna go to, I believe, the decorative blocks, and we're gonna buy this many signs here. And then what we do is we go to right here and we start placing in signs on the wall so it stops water from flowing here. That is basically the goal of this. It'll make more sense when we actually have the water prepared and placed in, of course. So we're now done with all the signs. We put down 2 trapdoors for the entry area, and then of course we go ahead and start building this all in to about here, and then everything should be filled in along here if I'm not mistaken. So we need to grab more stone brick. I've done kind of like an outline, I guess, and we're gonna fast place not that spot. That was accidental. We have to break that now, but we're gonna fast place it all in. There we go, that's done, and then we do it along here, and there we go. We have the generic setup for all of this. We just need the lava and the water. All right, we go into shop, and we're gonna buy a ton of water buckets, and we have to put 1 water bucket on each block here, and then each single block in this will all have to be lava, which I'm probably gonna destroy the old farm tomorrow because it's currently late as of the time I'm recording this. So I'll probably leave all that, and same with the old farm area. All right, water is done, and now we should have an infinite lava bucket somewhere. There it is, and we're gonna jump down here, and we're gonna put in lava in each individual spot here. So we gotta make sure we're placing these properly. If anything, I can just right click spam and make sure I'm lined up properly and going at a slower pace. That should pretty much secure us placing all these in properly. All right, and we should be good. Now I have to go ahead, go in each bunch of these, break all the stone brick, so it should generate all the ores properly, and then we'll double check by going in the water area and looking if there's any missing spots, and it looks like we are 100% good. There we go. So we moved this over. I'll definitely destroy this tomorrow. So now that we have done that, we're gonna make the mob farm area, so we're gonna go at about 5 blocks, I think, here, and this will be the area where the mob spawns at, for example, on this block. So now I just need to replicate whatever's up here. Basically, the whole goal of this is the mob to get stuck on this little corner here. That's pretty much that. And then you can stand in this corner, kill the mob. Pretty simple. From my understanding, I think I have everything built and prepared, so we just have to place in every single water bucket. As you can see, the water flows right to the corner, and I am actually going to go ahead, put up some more iron bars, just so in case the mobs kind of bounce around, we don't want that to be a problem. It is time to place in all the water, put a few adjustments, and there we go. So the spawners will go here. I'm gonna have my alt sit right here. All right, so the alt is in place. I did make the spawner farm kind of like lined up with this. It's not fully lined up, but it's better than nothing. One thing I'm realizing, I forgot to move the beacon, which honestly was kind of a mistake on my part. So we're gonna go ahead and mine this thing up, and there we go. We should be good now to just go ahead, put the strength in the beacon. There we go, done. So now everything is organized properly. Let's go ahead and start setting up this dirt layer. So we need fast place in a bit here, but we do need our chunks on instantly, and we're gonna make an outline and then fill this all in with dirt. All right, it's time to fast place. So now if I till the land, it's all gonna get watered on its own, which is fine. Saves having to put water down, which is good. So we're gonna till all this now. The one problem I did run into is we don't have any carrots that we can actually place down with a seed bag. So I do have to go ahead and just grab out a ton of carrots from the actual collection box and just manually place them, which is kind of annoying. So I am gonna go ahead, put on the toggle, so then I can just kind of walk and do it and not have to spam click, which is just so much easier. Okay, so all the carrots are in. Now we're just gonna go ahead and lay out all the spots that we can put all the bots on. This should be the last spot if I'm not mistaken, and there we go. We got that situated. Now we need to go and grab the robots. Okay, so one thing I did realize, we're not gonna be able to have the full setup prepared for this clip of the video, because when I do pick up the bot, it actually goes to the player that has placed it. Basically, I'm unable to move the bots for the time being, which is unfortunate, unless it's bots that have my player skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick those ones up, so when I'm offline, my island member Dividing can go ahead and place these in up on the new spot. That is at least the plan. So for now, these ones will just stay running so we can get this running and make a decent bit of enchanted carrots still, of course. So we go up 10 blocks, put a block here, put our hopper like this and this, put the chest like this and this, and there we go. The CBU will be put here. So all I have to do is wait for my island member to finish this job over here, moving all the robots up to here, and then of course destroying this and this once we're done that. Basically, we have to move the collection box over, get the range upgrade, which expands the chunk radius. Instead of it being 1, it'll be 2 times or 3 times depending on how big we want to go, and then we can get a ton of different upgrades. That is the plan. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give an update once we have everything situated and how far we've progressed since then. So I will give an update here in a moment. So it has been roughly around a day since I recorded the last clip, a little bit over that, but I do want to go ahead and give an update on everything that has changed since then, and that we are pretty much done with renovating our island for now. So first off, our bottom layer of our farm is now sugarcane. It was in the last clip, at least I recall, and we do have a bit of pumpkins growing because we need some of those. We have 2 layers of melons right now because they're kind of ideal to farm, because in Island Mastery, we actually get more points the better crops we farm towards unlocking our next tier, which we are at pumpkins now, so we technically do need to get to netherwort as soon as possible, which requires 75 more points, which will take some time. Then of course we have our mob farm, and we are currently on turtles. Dividing is currently killing some to get us to the next tier. If we take a look here, we need 15,000 kills in order to get to Enderman, which we are almost at 10,000, which Dividing has pretty much done all of that. Bro has been grinding like crazy. And then we got the robots finally moved up here, and we actually have 4 interstellar robots now, which I never actually explained how you obtain these. If you go ahead and type /factory, you can actually put in 3 netherite robots of farmer, grinder, and of course miner. You put 1 each of each netherite one. You put it in here, you wait an hour, and then you get to claim one random interstellar. So it could be mining, farming, or of course, slaying. The best way to, of course, make sure you get what you want is use a robot job token to change the profession to get what you want. So we did that because we didn't get lucky with 3 of them, which is unfortunate. But now we have the collection box, which the main thing I wanted to show off in this video while rebuilding our island was this thing. So now everything we collect in our island is going to be going into this collection box, and we have a ton of storage, which is crazy. As you can see, our capacity is up to 1 million, which we have nowhere close to that in about 2 days. So like, we have a long ways to go until that fills, if we don't sell it, of course. Our range is now at 2x2 chunks, which is good. And of course, the multiplier for crafting balance is at 3 times still, but our crafting balance is now 350,000. So basically, everything we do manual farming is all gonna work towards all the automation, which is just so good. Instead of having them everywhere on the island and then having to swap the collection boxes around, that was a pain. Lesson learned from doing that. And of course, as of the time this video is going up, there is a new event on the server for both Skyblock and Prison. If you go on either one of them, there's a St. Patrick's Day event. Basically, whenever you do any manual grinding, you will get clovers that you can spend into tickets into these kind of events that give you certain rewards. If you're not already in the MCHub Discord, they quite literally have a list of all the rewards for each day. And we are on the 2nd day, and I honestly don't attend the event because honestly, the best option if you're just trying to get guaranteed profits is going for skin crate keys, or you can save up for a loot box, but honestly, the skin crate key is more worth it because you get it easier and it sells for way less, but it's just one takes longer. So yeah, the event's drawing in like 2 minutes, so hopefully someone will win a skin there. I've also been doing my pass a lot. We already have most of it done today. I'm probably gonna get the rest done off camera, off this video, to get to, of course, tier 35, which we are 1/3 of the way done of pass because there is 100 tiers. We're getting close to getting that done, but our new thing on the island is, of course, our grinder setup, as you can see. Essentially, we have a ton of netherites down, and of course, interstellar that are going all the way into the CBU down here as well. Basically, you can have them out pretty far to around here, and they can all reach the mob in the center. So we have a water pool with spawners that we're eventually going to upgrade in the future and get better spawner types. That is at least what we want to do. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to mention, we do have the mining setup going. If we go ahead and do slash quests, which I did find out a few days ago is a thing. Essentially, there are quests that you can complete. I highly recommend doing this task whenever it shows up and you complete it because there's no cooldown. It's basically just killing a lot of mobs in PvE and dungeons, and you'll get 5 quest points each time. So if you go in the quest shop, there are some really good tools you can actually purchase, which don't take too much time at all for the benefits you get from them. So we actually got this pickaxe currently that we're using to get XP and shards. So it's going really good for the mining setup right now. We're trying to get the sword soon. That's why I have around 60 points. So soon I will get that at some point. But that being said, I think that is all I really have to showcase for the island changes as of right now. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I do appreciate all the support, and I will see you all in the next one.